They are out to gut public service contracts and force us to take alternate levels of pay and seek alternative work where we start out at 2 weeks vacation, no sick time, stuff of that nature. We cannot go from our $20 an hour jobs to $10 an hour jobs and continue to survive without finding 2 or 3 jobs to make that happen.
The experience I've had with the claims process is it's just completely removed from the worker. It's still employer-centered. Even when the employee files the claim, the worker files the claim, it's out of their hands, and then it's focused on the employer, how they're going to make them pay, and then in the end it's just, I couldn't believe that it was just sent to a collection agency. And the worker is left with little to no empowerment.
As it is, workers don't. The vast majority of workers don't say anything about these complaints because they can't afford to. They're not in a position of power to do otherwise. They're not in a financial position to do otherwise. It's just too much of a risk for them.
A lot of workers go ahead and claim on their own. In Windsor, in my experience, a lot of our newcomers here, so they're not sure of their rights. They're easily exploited. It's not to say that they certainly know the ways of the world. It's just that when they come here, they figure things are going to be a lot different, and instead they find things are very similar to where they may have had difficulties in the past.
What we need is actually the resources, or what the Ministry of Labour needs is the resources, and of course the philosophy and orientation needed to go after these things. This is not difficult to find employers who are exploiting workers if you're aggressive in terms of how you pursue them. Some of them are quite blatant about it, and they're blatant about it because they can get away with it.
The Ontario Work-Study Program is an unbelievable rip-off. What is happening is the colleges have been made the money holders of this money, and they're supposed to allow the students to go out and work in the community in the fields of their study. Instead, the colleges are using this money to employ the students at minimum wage as cheap labor within the colleges. And it's wrong. I brought it to the ministry, I brought it to Student Services Branch, and nothing has been done. I brought it right to Malloy, and nothing's been done. So the Ontario Work-Study Program needs to be investigated. There needs to be a forensic audit on this ministry. It is absolutely wrong. These people have no benefits for their families, and as well as they have no pension. They're not going to be retired with dignity.
We know that reducing poverty makes social and economic sense. Poverty costs Ontario $13 billion annually in lost tax revenue and through healthcare, social services, and the criminal justice system. Food bank use in Windsor, Essex rose 242% between 2006 and 2009, and it continues to rise. We believe that removing or reducing public services puts people struggling to make ends meet even farther away from social and economic well-being. The most recent available statistics, 2006 of course from our last census, tell us that more than 38,000 people in Windsor and Essex County are living in poverty. We have no doubt that of course it's worse now.
America wants us, and if anyone doesn't realize that, then they're sleeping. And if you like the American system of guns, drinking, and crime, and no safety net anywhere, and just big business gobbling it all up, then I don't know why you're here.
And these cutbacks, the way it's played in the news is that, oh, this 0.5 cutback, this 1% that they're going to allow, let's not give those greedy public sector employees any more money. That's not what it's about. We're not after the money, but don't short the schools. Don't short the system because of this argument that looks so easy that's playing in the public opinion right now. We're not bullies. We're not the ones you should be going after. It's the ones that are skipping out on tax. It's the corporations. Those are the people that should be paying their fair share.